Go, Jacqui.
Thank you, Corinne. Hearing all of your answers on the responsibility to call out anti-Semitism, when does it become the president's responsibility or the administration's responsibility to call on some of these local governments? Because this DC situation at GW, obviously we talked yesterday about how GW asked for police to interview, they ignored it, that call's been escalated up to the mayor, it's still been unanswered. The president said today that, hate speech, acts of violence, vandalism against the law. Yeah. And you have an encampment that we could literally walk to from here where you had protesters who the university has said may not even be affiliated with the school, carrying out a mock trial, calling for beheadings of school leadership. So at what point is it the responsibility of the federal government to call on some of these local entities to take action?
So when it comes to local entities, it is up to them to take whatever action that they deem is necessary. We're talking about colleges, we're talking about universities. It is up to them to decide on. We've been very clear.
That's where we are.
We've been very clear on that. When it comes to taking action, you're talking about a president who moved forward with the first ever U.S. national strategy to counter anti-Semitism. He has taken action. We're talking about more than 100 new actions, and then on top of that, when he first announced it back in May of 2023, we took some actions today. And so we're going to, and when we talk about actions, we're talking about the Department of Education, we're talking about Homeland Security, we're talking about a whole of government effort to deal with what we're seeing, this uptick that we're seeing in anti-Semitism. So there are 4 pillars of that. We're going to continue to take actions on this. We're going to continue to work with I talked about the Department of Education, Secretary Cardona sending out letters to his colleagues, and in that we have said to them if there are trainings that they need, if there are assistance that they need, we are willing to work with them. As it relates to law enforcement, that is something that colleges and universities and local government have to decide on. But we've put forward something that no other president has ever done, because we see what is happening with anti-Semitism. We see that it is something that this president needs to speak to and act on, and we've done just that.